Hi there, this is Malay and welcome back to my channel. Now this is the second part of the Excel Actions Power Automate Desktop series. So if you would like to go through the first part, I will leave the link in the description. You can go and watch it and then resume from here. Now let's go ahead and drag and drop Get Active Worksheet. So you can see we have a Get Active Excel Worksheet. In this case, what we're going to be doing is let's go and delete all these actions. We don't need this, we don't need this. We also don't need the weight. Let's delete and let's drag and drop Get an Active Worksheet. And we will get the sheet name and the sheet index. The Excel instances, we're going to be opening the sales team.xlsx file. Here is the sales team. We have sales team 1 sheet, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 is something which we don't need. So let's go ahead and delete that for now. Deleted. And if you know the Excel, and the thing with Excel is, let's say if I have selected the sales team 3 as the sheet, it is the active sheet for now. If I save it and if I close it, the sales team 3 would actually be the active sheet. And that would ideally be returned in the sheet name, and sheet index will of course be based on the index number, starts with 1 as a first sheet. So let's go and check what we get. Let's go and click run. It will launch the Excel file and get the active sheet and return the sheet index and sheet name. So you can see it has returned sheet index number 3 and sheet name sales team 3. It has closed the Excel also. So the sheet that's been selected and saved becomes the active sheet, and you can get it via Get Active Excel Worksheet. Now let's go ahead and delete this. Let's now see Copy Worksheet. Now for a copy worksheet, we are already opening an Excel worksheet with sales team XLSX file. Let's do one thing. Let's open a blank new Excel file, which is here, with a blank new document, and that will be the Excel instance 2. We will be copying the Excel worksheet from the sales team Excel instance. Let us rename this on the Excel instance to call it as the sales team Excel instance. In this case, we also need to make a change here to the same variable that will close the Excel file. And then let's go ahead and use copy worksheet, copy Excel worksheet. In this case, let's drag and drop here after the second Excel opens the Excel instance. In this case, which Excel that we would like to copy. So you would like to copy the sales team Excel instance. Copy worksheet with name or the index. I will say I would like to copy the first sheet from the sales team Excel instance. The target Excel instance is going to be the Excel instance 2. And the new worksheet name is, I will again say sales team 1. That will be the new sheet name. And where would you like to paste the worksheet as? Is it the first or the last? I'll keep it as a first worksheet. Click on save. And then finally also let's go ahead and close the other Excel, which is the new Excel instance which we had created. This case, go ahead and Excel instance 2 and save the document, or rather go with save document as. Default is from the extension. We'll go with the Excel file and we'll put it under ctrl-pad Excel new Excel file.xlsx. Okay, that should be good. Let's click on save, click run. It will launch two Excels. The first one is the sales team, the second is the Excel instance blank instance. It is copying the worksheet, closing the Excel and closing the other Excel as well, and it has done its job. Let's go ahead and look for the new Excel file. Excel, and then you have the new Excel file. So when we click and open the new Excel file, you can see that we have a sales team 1, a new sheet which is added in the beginning, and the first sheet from the initial file is now copied to this new Excel file. Now let's go ahead and delete this, delete the copy action, delete the close instance of this, and we are back to what we started. Now let us use get column name on an Excel worksheet. In this case, drag and drop this in between the opening and closing Excel. we need to provide the column number and it will return the column name. So if I provide the column number 2, it will return what is in the column number 2. The header of the column will be returned. So the second column is obviously the column number B. So that starts from A. And if you just change it to, let's go ahead and change it from 2 to, let's say, 112, then we need to get the column name. In that case, it will return a different alphabet. So let's just wait for that to complete. And you can see the 112 second column is the column name DH. And that actually starts from the column A till column XFD. So XFD is the last alphabetic in the Excel file. Let's go and delete this. Now let's go ahead and insert the column into the Excel file. Now let's go ahead and insert the column to a worksheet. Now do remember that when we are working with the Excel worksheet, it will always take the active worksheet in the picture. So if you would like to work with a specific worksheet, then please set the Excel worksheet which we have seen previously and then work with that specific active worksheet. Here you would like to insert the column to the left of a selected column of an Excel instance. In this case, let's go and that we would like to add a new column before the city. That means we would like to add a new column to the left of column D. So in this case, go ahead and specify D. And I would like this to happen with the sales team 1, not the sales team 2 or sales team 3. We are having a sales team Excel file, not the other one. So in this case, let's go and mention the sales team 1 as our active. So let's set that as an active worksheet. Set active worksheet before inserting the column. In this case, we're going to go and specify index as 1. Click on save. Let's click run. It will launch the Excel, set the very first sheet as the active sheet, and then insert the column before column D, and then finally we'll close the Excel. So let's go and check this. So it has completed the execution. Let's go and check the sales team. And you can see it is now successfully able to insert the column. Similarly, let's go and delete the column. So let me go ahead and delete this. And just like an insert, go for delete column from the worksheet. In this case, also specify the column or index number that you would like to delete, or the letter. So in this case, let's specify the column D because that's the column that we've added, which we now want to remove. So click on save, click on run, and let's see. Now let's open the sales team. And you can see that we now no longer have that blank column which was added earlier. Now let's go ahead and read the data. So in this case, what we will be doing is use read from Excel worksheet. In this case, let's go and delete this. And the first sheet, we will be making it as an active sheet because we want to read it from the first sheet. Depending on your requirement, you need to select and set the specific sheet as an active sheet. Let's go and read from the Excel worksheet. In this case, you can specify the Excel instance, retrieve value of a single cell, values from a range of cells, values from a selection, all available values from the worksheet, values of the named cell. In this case, we will go with all available values from the worksheet. You will be able to get all the content. If you would like to go with values from a range of a cell, you can specify the starting column, starting row, ending column, ending row. For in this case, let's go and put all available values from the worksheet, and the variable produced is the Excel data. In our case, our first line is obviously the column names, so get it as the column. If you would like to get the cell contains as a text, you can go and select it. If you have a specific values like a date and time, a numeric, and if you would like to preserve that, unselected, keep it as it is. If you want all of them to return as a text, you can select it. For now, I'll deselect it and keep it as it is. Click on run. Let's click run. And you can see we now have the Excel data, and you can see now it is the header as we have it in the Excel file, and all the data from the sheet 1 has been read successfully. If you would like to read it in different way, as we have seen, let's go and edit this. And let us just say that we would like to read a specific set of values only. Let's open the sales team. If you would like to read only the first 5 records, that means starting from A1 or rather A2, because first row is a header. So A2 to D6. In this case, let's go and specify the values from a range of sales. In this case, what we can do here is first make sure that the first line of range contains the column name. So you specify that I would like to read from A1 and I would like to read it till D6. In this case, put ending as the D and it is 6. So we are good to go. Click on save, click run, and you will now see that we have the column header as it is, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 rows successfully read. So this is how you can specify the range of sales also to read the content of the Excel file. Well, that is it for this video. We will continue looking at more actions in the next video. I thank you so much for watching.